Hi, I'm going to do the export part. So we chose to do business with, or to contact Dewey Weber. They're in San Clemente, California. They make custom-made surfboards. And we found this other company that they make business in Tokyo, and it's called Seacon in Setakoya, Japan, in Tokyo. So the first step that Seacon did was to request a quotation for their 50 surfboards custom made. And Dewey Weber turns around and does this pro forma invoice and gives us the terms of payments. It's a 30-day irrevocable letter of credit, and the shipment was to arrive 60 days after receiving the letter of credit. The Incoterms was going to be EXW. In a while, I'm going to tell you what EXW means. At this point, the letter of credit begins and the process of the letter of credit. So Seacon goes to their bank, applies for a letter of credit. Then once that is processed and the credit is issued to Seacon, the bank contacts DW or Dewey Weber banks and lets them know that the credit has been issued to Seacon. Then now the Dewey Weber sent the documentation to the Bank of America. They sent the commercial invoice, packing list, shipper's letter of instruction. So the Incoterms that are requested or are agreed with both parties is the EXW, and that's export works, and that means that Dewey Weber is agreeing to take the product all the way to the port of Tokyo. From there, the buyers is responsible for paying the transportation from the port of Tokyo to their door. And this way, the Seacon is paying the agent that is going to be hired to take those goods in yen. But after the port of Tokyo, we receive the money in dollars.
I'm sorry, just clarification on the
Yes.
X works as you described it.
That's the Incoterm that we're going to be
Yeah,
using
who
throughout
will
the
be
whole
paying
transaction.
what again?
From the port of Long Beach,
Right.
or from our door, or Dewey Weber's.
Yeah, Long Beach
Okay, Long
to
Beach
here.
to port of Tokyo, where the buyer is going to be paying for all that.
What about from here to the port? From San Marcos to Long Beach?
That is included on the EXW. That's what I understood from the freight forwarder. That is their responsibility.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just trying to hear it. What do you mean by that? So I'm trying to get it, the clarification of it. So who's going to be paying for the product from San Marcos to Long Beach?
They are the buyer.
The buyer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the Japanese are going to be paying for that.
Yeah,
Okay, so okay, that's
in
fine.
dollars. Everything.
You don't
to
care.
the port of Tokyo.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
So from the port of Tokyo to their door, they're going to be paying to the transportation agent in yen.
Okay.
So the company that we contacted was World Trans Services, and the person that helped us the most was Jacqueline D'Angelico. She's the export manager. The paperwork that she needed to begin the transaction was the commercial invoice, the shipper's letter of instruction, and a packing list. The shipper's letter of instruction, I'm going to stress it out a lot because I found a lot of information that needs to go in that, and it repeats throughout the whole paperwork. Once she has all these documents in her hands and filled out, she files the AES online. So for the purpose of our product doesn't require a license, and the ECCN number is the EAR 99. So the second phase for the letter of credit is when Dewey Weber sends documentation to World Transit, and the products starts going into the ship, and then part of the money of the transaction transaction is sent to Joey Weber's bank already, and all the documentation is sent to the Bank of Japan. This is the second phase. So all of the total amount of the shipment should be stated in dollars. Once that, so at this point, the freight forwarder will give us their service charges. They will charge an amount of $6,000, and then they multiply it by 10%, and this will be the maximum amount insured of the shipment, of the total shipment. The HDS for this product is 9506210006, and this is found on Chapter 95 of the tariff schedule. You can find it in that link that I put there. The import duty amount is for free. There is no restriction whatsoever that I could find in the Japanese, what's it called, Jetro, that I could found regarding the surfboard. So the other thing that I found interesting on the shipper's letter of instruction, and this is why we don't need a certificate of origin for this particular product, is because once you mark D, domestic origin, that means it's made in the United States, and you don't need a certificate of origin to continue with the process. The servers are made to fit each individual, but for the purposes of our exporting project, we're only going to be exporting one size. This company makes the servers to fit each individual, but the one that is sold in Japan, it's the stylish. That's what they call it, the stylish, and it's just to fit most sizes of people there. The packaging that we're going to be using to fit all 50 surfboards it's just one crate that is export certified, and it's a huge crate. Each surfboard is going to be wrapped in plastic, and it needs to be heat treated. These are the markings that we're going to be using on the crate. This is not a box, it's just so that you can see the markings on the box. It needs to have the Port of Tokyo, made in the US, and it needs to have all the measurement and the specifications in kilos and meters. And this stamp needs to be on the crate, outside, all over it, because this is a Japanese requirement. So shipping documents review is the commercial invoice, the packing list. Commercial invoice, Japanese requirements are there need to be 2 of them, and the SLI, the bill of lading, of course, and the AES. So again, at the Port of Tokyo, they're going to collect all of these documents. The entry summary and the entry manifest, we never see it, because they are processed by the freight forwarder, given to the boat, and it's being carried on the boat until they hit the port. At the port, the freight forwarder will hire this import agent that is going to have all these documentations, and once they have the documents, they notify the customer. The customer has to go to the bank, pay the rest of the money, come back with all the paperwork, and that's when they can pick up their product, or they can have their shipment in their door. So this is what I just explained. So this is when they get to the port, then the agent picks it up, they go to the bank, pay for the rest of the money, and that's when the transaction is finished. And then I'm going to pass it out to